Welcome back to In the Garden. Today I am joined with Austin from Grange Co-op, and I know it's July. However, we are learning how to prep your garden for fall. So here we have a ton of things to make sure your garden is ready to go for the fall months. Austin, what are these things? What do people need to know when they're prepping their garden?
All right, so right now, like she said, we are in the month of July, which is actually probably one of the most productive months of the season for growing. We're getting a lot of our corn, our squash, all of our warm weather crops, tomatoes, peppers, all that. But it's also time to start thinking about fall, because as we head into August, it's going to start cooling down, days are going to start getting shorter, our plants are going to start going into their end of life stages, and so it's time to prep the garden for some fall crops.
Great. So then what do we have? I know this is some fertilizer, we got some mulch. What do we need to know?
Okay, so I brought along a lot of products today. We're going to speak about a couple different things. So number one are some soil additives. So I brought along with me some Rogue Planting compost and some Happy Frog soil conditioner. And these are going to be something you want to add to your soil where maybe you just ripped up, maybe let's say you have a patch of tomatoes that were done, so you pulled the plants. You can add these things to your soil to re-amend it, bring back that life, and make sure it's ready for your fall crops. And along with that, you can add some fertilizer. Of course, the fertilizer you add is going to vary per what you plan on growing for the fall, if you plan on growing anything at all. So all-purpose is usually my go-to for fall plants. It doesn't matter what it is. Any all-purpose fertilizer is going to work, such as this Lily Miller Triple 10 or this down-to-earth all-purpose fertilizer.
All right, so I know we have some clippers down here. Pruning plants, that's also going to be a thing we got to do, right?
Yes, that is something that's going to start appearing. Fruit trees right now are starting to put on their crops, you know, your peaches, your apples, your pears. And as you're harvesting, you may notice some dead branches or some branches that look like they're heading on their way out. And so now is a good time to start pruning those trees and getting ready for winter and fall.
Alrighty. Is there anything else people should know about prepping their garden?
Yeah, so it's also coming time. Like I said, a lot of our fruit trees are getting to their time where they're going to start losing their leaves. They're just about done producing. So now's a good time to hit them with one more round of fertilizer. And the same with our blueberries and other berry bushes. So I brought along with me some down-to-earth acid mix fertilizer. It's a good time to start adding some of this to fertilize our blueberries. After we've harvested them, we want to give them one more round of fertilizer before they lose their leaves for the winter.
All right, well, it sounds like we have a lot of things you guys can take home and try out to prep your garden for fall. You know, it may seem too soon, but I don't think it's ever too soon to start prepping your garden for the fall months.
Absolutely not.
Alrighty, well, Austin, thank you. If you want to learn more information, of course, you can head to a Grange Co-op store or head to our website at kdrv.com. Thanks so much for joining us in the garden.